Bismillah, in the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Welcome to Islam in Focus TV, the place where forgotten Islamic history is brought back to light. And today, we ask a powerful question: who was the first person to accept Islam in America? Who was the first to accept Islam in America? Yes, America, Part 1. Islam reaches America before America existed. Imagine a world where America, as you know it, didn't yet exist. But Islam had already arrived. Image: 1500s map of the Americas with ships crossing the Atlantic through a man known as Estevanico, also called Mustafa al-Azamori. Image: artistic drawing of Estevanico, North Africa, right pointing arrow, Spain, right pointing arrow, New World route, in 1528, long before the US was even an idea, captured from Morocco, sold into slavery in Spain. Estevanico crossed the Atlantic and traveled through Florida, Texas, and Arizona. Desert landscape, footsteps in sand, wilderness of early America, and yes, he was Muslim. But not a convert. So while he's one of the first Muslims in America, he is not the first American to accept Islam. Part 2. The slaves who whispered the Shahada. Fast forward to the 1700s and 1800s. Ships brought millions of Africans to America, and among them were tens of thousands of Muslims. Slave ship crossing Atlantic, chained hands. One such man was Omar Ibn Said, a brilliant Senegalese scholar. Manuscript of Omar Ibn Said's Arabic writings. He was enslaved in North Carolina. Yet he wrote Qur'an verses from memory. He praised Allah, he preserved his faith. But again, Omar didn't convert in America. He brought Islam with him. Candlelight, man writing Arabic on parchment. So who did convert? Who was the first American to become Muslim? Text on screen: who was the first American to accept Islam? Enslaved child looking at mother whispering prayer. Part 3. Digging deeper, the first converts. Historians agree, the first known, recorded American convert to Islam was Alexander Russell Webb. Alexander Russell Webb, born in 1857 in New York, a journalist, ambassador, and intellectual. Old New York City streets, 1800s newspapers. In 1890, while in the Philippines, he encountered Islam and embraced it. Returning to America, he boldly declared, "I bear witness there is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger." He began writing, lecturing, publishing books, and even represented Islam at the 1893 Parliament of World Religions in Chicago. Photo of 1893 Parliament gathering, decades before Malcolm X, before Muhammad Ali. Part 4. But wait, what about others? While Webb is the first documented convert, he likely wasn't the actual first. Because there were thousands of undocumented conversions among enslaved African Americans, among Native Americans, among wives and husbands of immigrants, old plantation fields, Native American tribes, multicultural gatherings. So the real first American Muslim? Maybe a slave child whispering the Shahada, maybe a Native American who left idols after hearing Qur'an, maybe a merchant's wife in New Orleans who quietly accepted Islam. We will never know. But we honor them all. Part 5. From 1 to millions. After Webb came the Moorish Science Temple, 1920s. Then the Nation of Islam, 1930s. Noble Drew Ali right pointing arrow, Elijah Muhammad right pointing arrow, Malcolm X montage. And then the real wave began, Malcolm X, Warith Deen Muhammad, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X speaking, Ali boxing, Muslim community praying, from thousands to millions. Today, Over 4 million Muslims in America. 4 million plus Muslims in America, Part 6. So why does it matter? Why does it matter who was first? Because some claim Islam doesn't belong here. But we say, Islam has always been here. Before the US flag. Before Washington, D.C., before America itself. CL waving US flag dissolves into Muslim family praying. There were men making sujood on slave ships. Women doing wudu with tears. Children memorizing Qur'an by firelight. Islam in America is not new. And neither is its truth. Final reflections. So, who was the first to accept Islam in America? It may have been a slave in the cotton fields, a Native American moved by Qur'an, or a man like Alexander Russell Webb. The truth is, we may never know the name. But we know this: Islam has always lived here. In the whispers of the enslaved, in the courage of converts, in the strength of every believer who carried it forward. Diverse Muslims praying together in masjid, children smiling. Today, millions of Muslims in America continue that legacy. Every Shahada is another thread in this living tapestry of faith. And so, the story continues. From one heart, to millions. From silence, to strength. From the past, into the future. This is Islam in Focus TV, where the forgotten stories of our Ummah are brought back into the light. Closing text: subscribe, share, reflect. And remember, Islam did not arrive with armies. It arrived with sincerity. And it spreads today, one heart at a time. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.